This brand new Alolan Ninetails is only available in a limited time event. So let's take a look at the card and let's build a deck so we can do all the missions. Alright guys, so I put together this deck, right, for this new event. This new event is based around Alolan Ninetails, who is in Celestial Guardians, right, but this is going to be a new art rare version. So there's these missions. Basically, you have to use Steel type Pokemon and get 3 basic Pokemon in play, right? Pretty simple stuff. I'm assuming later we're going to have missions that are like, you know, don't use EX Pokemon. So I'm not going to put any EX Pokemon in our deck. I built up this quick one. It's just Skarmories, a Dialga, and a Magiarna. The whole idea here is pretty much use Skarmory. Hopefully we just want to really start with Skarmory, but I would go 2 Skarmory, but we need to get 4 Pokemon into play, right? 1 in the active, 3 on the bench. So we added, you know, Magiarna. If there's an ability, I don't know if Ninetales has an ability, but I don't think so. So pretty normal supporters here: Pokeballs, Professor's Research, Sabrina, Cyrus, Pokemon Center Lady, Team Rocket Grunt, which I don't really love, but I'm gonna run anyway. I have the Pokemon tools here too, like the Rocky Helmet, Cape, Poison Barb, just because it's, I think I have extra, just because I really want to get Skarmory going quick. I don't want him to be totally left behind, right? Get Skarmory going, add him in, and then just, you know, get big attacks. Yeah, we got Skarmory with the Pokemon tools, so which is pretty good. He has Pikamuku, Dewpider. Hopefully he doesn't get to Araquanid and start playing games where it's like we're pushing Pokemon around and stuff, because that gets pretty annoying, I'd say. Yeah, hopefully we can make this a pretty quick and easy time guide. Time guide? Event guide, right? Nice, we did some damage here. Yeah, hopefully Pikamuku just knocks himself out. Hopefully he'll just attack. I don't think his ability goes off then. Yeah, and this Ninetales doesn't really seem great. 110 HP, only 60 damage for 3 energy. The water Pokemon, I feel like they just have to balance around. Like Misty, because they make a water Pokemon that's like too energy efficient and too strong. It'll just start running over everything else. You know, I had like a 50% variance because of Misty. So I actually think they did mess up with the Misty card. Because something like this, Alolan Ninetales did not need to be 3 energy. Right, 3, I mean, I guess the idea is you start as Vulpix, and then you attach 1, use the attack, get to 2, next turn evolve, attack, but still, like a stage 1 doing 60 damage is just not great. Like Skarmory is doing 50 as a basic, with a similar amount of HP, not as much, a little bit less, but similar amount. I mean, Ninetales attacks the bench too, but attacking the bench isn't great in this game. It's really only good on like grass decks, because then Decidueye can come in. Yeah, I mean, like Ninetales definitely just could have been stronger. They didn't have to make him this weak. I mean, it's still a cool card though, right? I mean, we're still gonna want to collect it. It's a pretty cool art rare. It's nice that Vulpix has an art rare. I think I've pulled the Vulpix. Vulpix has the art rare, and now we have both art rares, right? 'Cause we can go art rare into art rare. Yeah, I like when they do these little events. It adds a good little fun thing to do. And you know, getting these promo packs is always a good reward. It's like fun. You know, packs are the main point of the game, right? It's a gacha game. So it's not. I'm not gonna complain, even though the card's not great. I won't complain. Let's see. Hopefully we get... I wish we just had 10 more damage here. Yeah, a little bit more damage would be perfect, because then we could actually take the knockout. Should we... Yeah. We could just knock him out with Dialga. Yeah, we should be good to go. We don't have to worry about the flip or anything. Yeah, so the first one was pretty simple. I'm assuming... I don't know what EX Pokemon... or if any, right? I don't know, like... What's the most meta version of this thing? Is it just use, is the idea just use Ninetails and then Araquanid plus the supporter lets you switch Pokemon? I mean, Araquanid's also a 3 energy attacker. We're so inefficient here. Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, I'm trying to think who would be good. I don't know. I don't know who they are on. Yeah, we got the pack. I think we did the missions. Yeah, there were only 2. Okay, yeah. Let's see what we got. Yeah, steel types again. Oh, stage 1. Alright, yeah, let's do some on the fly edit. We probably want Excadrill, I'd say. Yeah, we can get rid of the Team Rocket Grunts there. Team Rocket Grunts literally always let me down. It's just too much. We don't need this many Pokemon tools. We can get rid of Cyrus. Yeah, let's grab Excadrill. I don't think Drillbur is a steel type. I have my cards organized by type. Yeah, I don't see him. Let's see. I think he's a fighting, but I'm not sure. Is that wrong? Is it 1R? Nope. 1L, 1R? That's funny. Yeah, it looks right, actually. Nice. Yeah, so that'll get us our stage 1, and we'll still be steel type. I don't know. Magiarna might be questionable. I don't know who he would even have with an ability from this set now that I'm thinking about it. Greninja, maybe? You know, Greninja's old, but I feel like they put Greninja on these event decks because they actually make Greninja good. Yeah, of course we don't have Skarmory. Dewpider, Araquanid. Yeah, I guess he's going for the Araquanid strat, which is not great. I'll leave it at that. It's really not great. There's probably 50 better, decks that we can run here, which should be good for us. Hopefully he's just not. It is kind of a stall deck, though. That's the problem. And we kind of have a turn restriction. Hopefully we could just get through this without taking 1,000 turns. That would be great. Yeah, I'm hoping that we get attacked, right? And then we do 50. Yeah, we'd have enough damage. Hopefully he doesn't evolve. But that's... Yeah, Poison Barb is definitely better if he evolves, because then we can take him down instead of just taking the 20. Hopefully he doesn't evolve and then start using his supporter that lets him, like, pretty much boss his orders Pokemon. Okay, this isn't the worst, because he'll be in range for a knockout with the poison. Right, if he lets the poison tick twice. So I think we should be all good. He either has to retreat or get knocked out, right? So hopefully he'll just take the knockout. Pikachu. I feel like Pikachu is like almost good. I mean, I think he's okay. I think he'd be decent if he just had a little more. I feel like they were kind of testing. They were like, can we make a Pokemon like this? I feel like in the next set, we have a better chance of getting like a Ferrothorn that actually could be like, you knock them out. You take a lot of damage. And if it's a stage 1, maybe it could be like, take like 100 damage, something crazy. Yeah, I don't know. This Alolan Sandslash is horrible. It's pretty much just like a worse Druddigon. You might as well just have Druddigon. You're going to be using an attack. You're wasting energy. It's just not great. They definitely could have done better there. Also, it's such a cool Pokemon. It's like a Alolan Sandslash. It's like a fan favorite. Yeah, I kind of wish Ninetails and Sandslash were a little bit better, because like I said, they are fan favorites. And, you know, they're pretty cool. They definitely could have done a little bit more with them. There was nothing really stopping them. Hoping that in the next set, I bet we're going to get Ultra Beasts next. Right, and I hope in that set we get like EX Primarina, who's actually a really good water type. Yeah, because we got the other two starters, but we also got a regular Primarina. But usually we get the starters, we get the EX version and a regular version. Because I'm thinking like there's that Blastoise. That's like pretty much a mirror of the EX, just weaker. It's like 150 HP. He does like 80 damage instead of... What does Blastoise do? 100 and then plus 60? He does like 80 plus 40 or something. Maybe 80 plus 60, which is less HP. Yeah, this is good. We can get Dialga powered up. I don't know if we're going to make it before turn 14. It's kind of tough when, yeah, they're probably going to like retreat. I don't know if it's turn 14. It might be turn 15. We'll see. We might have missed it, but the idea for the deck is there, right? Just using these steel types. You got to get a stage 1 this time. I recommend Excadrill. I think Bisharp could be good too. It's another stage 1. I mean, you can go Solgaleo, but I'm assuming we're gonna see the no EX coming up, right? Like the same mission for like Rayquaza, Palmot, all the other Pokemon we've done so far. Yep, there it is. Yeah. This basically means don't use EXs, don't use art rares. That's something that trips me up. I did that last time. Where if you use like a full art, even if it's like a basic Pokemon, it counts against that because it has like the higher rarity. I don't think it applies for trainers though. I realized like I put the leaf on and I clicked it, but hopefully, I guess we'll see. I think it's just Pokemon. I think it said just Pokemon. Well, yeah, we'll see soon, I guess. But maybe don't put full art trainers. But I think you're good. I think it's Pokemon of like that single, double, triple rarity, which is basically everything besides EXs and special arts. So I'm not super worried here. If he gets Crabominable... Oh, that's who it definitely is. It's Crabominable EX. Oh, that's a cool Pokemon for them to have. I still have only pulled one. I need to pull a second one. I want to do a video on that, definitely. I think Crabominable is decent. I think it's been definitely overshadowed because we have stronger Pokemon, but I definitely think it's decent. Hopefully, I'm trying to think. I think Crabominable does 40, and then like 40 more. I almost put a second energy on Excadrill there, thinking that he needs to. Crabominable does 40, and then like 40 more the turn after he attacks. It's kind of like a better X. If you remember that first Executor, like not the Alolan one, the one from I think it's Genetic Apex, that does 40, and you get 40 more in a coin flip. I don't know if, yeah, I guess Crabominable is better. It's kind of weird, right? Because you think the damage is more consistent, but a lot of the strength of Executor was like, or he was like one of the best cards in the beginning. You just put him out, immediately attack, which is good because you have the chance to do 80, and you can knock out. That even gets some stage 1s, like the starter stage 1s are sometimes around 80 HP. So that is super good. So that, you know, your 50% chance of 40 more on Executor, so you're at 40. You're really doing like 60 damage with 1 energy. Crabominable does 40 and then 80. But how many Pokemon are you hitting? You know, you're doing 120 on 2 hits. Executor is also averaging 120 on 2 hits. He only has to hit 1 heads out of the 2. He has a chance. Like, having the chance is worth a lot, I feel like. Having the chance to do 160. Because that takes care of a lot of Pokemon. Also, you have the chance of when you come out, you could immediately just do 80, which knocks out, like I said, stage 1s, basics. So I actually, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, maybe the Crabominable is not great. Also, I don't know, so say I have one Crabominable, I attack, and I retreat into the other one. Do I still get the 80 damage, because it's the same attack, or does it have to be on the same Pokemon? Like, you know, I have to use whatever his attack is called with the Crabominable that has the buff. Like, does it buff the card or does it buff your turn? That's going to be interesting to test when I do pull the second Crabominable. Like I said, I only have one. But a little bit unfortunate. Because I do actually want to use that. And look, we got away with the win here. Skarmory, Dialga. We didn't even see Crabominable. Bet when we do the expert stage, we'll definitely see him. Yeah, I am interested. I wish we actually got an event Crabominable. That would have been cool. We haven't gotten an event EX. I'm like, we haven't gotten an EX the last one, so the event EX. Event Plaza. I wish we could get an event Pokemon that was good. Like, I think Cresselia was an event. Obviously, she's not any good. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so they moved it to 12. That's pretty much the only change. Yeah, they have the same. If you remember the Rayquaza event, you basically just run the expert stage because you get more rewards here. When you do like 10 and 20. Same idea. No EXs. Hopefully we can win. Hopefully we don't get run over by like a Crabominable. But also I do kind of want to see how the Pokemon works. Nice. Skarmory. I wish we got like Poison Barb, Rocky Helmet. He does have Crabrawler. I mean, I like the idea of Crabrawler and Crabominable as Pokemon. Like boxing crabs. It's pretty cool. I wish I pulled 2, so I could even say. I feel like he's not that. I mean, I haven't seen like a single Crabominable in ranked at all. I don't think I've seen like 1, which is kind of crazy. So I'm assuming he's not very good. Oh wow, we're getting a notification. We can open a pack. Maybe we'll do that after this. No, we'll stay. We'll stay the course. Nice. So if he doesn't get Crabominable, we can knock him out. Well, he can knock himself out. Oh, he does get Crabominable. Okay. 3 retreat cost is rough. That's like 1 plus a leaf. So you have to eat your energy and lose your leaf. This Pokemon's insatiable. Yeah, I think it's limited to just... Yeah, the buff looks like it's just on him. Yeah, I don't know. I think they were a little tame on Crabominable. They probably were thinking about executing. Like, we could probably power creep and make it a little more consistent. But I think the consistency isn't really a bad thing. I mean, obviously you want consistency. But if your trade-off is losing that first burst of 80 damage, you know, 50% of the time, I think that is a bad thing, actually. I don't know. I still haven't pulled the card. I'm just speaking on ideas here. I've never used them. If I do pull it, I'll do 100% make a video. And I'm planning, you know, I'm trying to get a second one. I think I want to... I'm like talking too much. I don't even know. Let me think. So he's gonna do 40. He's gonna do 80 this time. I think we have to take the knockout, but we do want to try to do the event with all the missions. So let's leaf. Let's leaf into Skarmory. Am I leaf having retreat? It's like leaf into Skarmory. Because we got to save the energy. We don't have to save the energy, I should say. He doesn't have any... Yeah, I brought Magiarna, but I don't think he's a single Pokemon with an ability. So that was kind of a mistake. Maybe Primarina will pop up. Oh, he's retreating. Hopefully, if he gets a second Crabominable, we're going to be in big trouble. I think we're pretty free to just attack here, though, right? Yeah, we could power Magiarna, even though it doesn't really do any damage. The nice thing is Excadrill and Skarmory are 1 energy attackers. So even if we get, like, Team Rocket Grunted or something. Because you know they love to use stuff like that. Nice, we're not even in knockout range from Crabominable. See, this is what I'm talking about. So Crabominable couldn't even, like, come in there and try for the one-shot. He can't even come in next turn and try for the one-shot. He's, you know, relegated to just 2-shotting. And even 120 isn't... We're not one-shot or 2-shotting a lot of the good Pokemon. We're not even 2-shotting like Giratina. Which is bad. Like, you gotta be 2-shotting Giratina. Even with a red. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I'm like... Maybe the Crabominable is the worst EX here. I thought it was definitely Delmise. Which also I haven't pulled 2 of. But he feels pretty weak. Because he has like an attack. You do an attack for like 80 damage for like 3 energy or something. Something super low. and you hold the other Pokemon in place, but it doesn't even work against like Solgaleo's ability. Like it's just retreating and like leaves and stuff like that. It's really, I don't know really what they were thinking with that card. That's, I mean, it's like he's an anchor. I get it. He anchors him, but he could have just been like 1 energy, 40 damage, holds him in place or something. Like that's way better than 3 energy, 80 damage, hold him in place. Doesn't even work against Solgaleo. Feels a little bit short-sighted to me, if I'm being honest. Yeah. I guess let's open some of the packs. I want to see, do we have the other cards that are there? Okay. Yeah, Crabrawler. I think it looks like 1 attack. Alolan Grimer. I've seen this Toucannon. I've seen, like, I don't know if it was leaks or they announced it or something. Oh, there's Alolan Executor too. Let's open. I want to get that Toucannon. Hopefully we get it so I can show you guys. Because I remember it's like, he gets like burn on his attack, I think. I looked at the Toucannon and I was like, this looks pretty good. I always say claim all and you can't open them. Yeah, so we want 2 Alolan Ninetails. Now we definitely want to see all the Pokemon. Okay, here we go. Alolan Grimer. Poison Gas. Is that new? I forget what this Grimer does. It's pretty good. Poison for 10 damage. Or not 10, for 1 energy. That's pretty good. Attaching a poison. Who also does that? I think Paldean Wooper actually does that, but better. I think he's poison plus 10 damage. That's why I'm thinking that. So maybe it's not that good. Also, Alolan Muck doesn't need poison. He just puts statuses on. Oh, it's gonna be one of these openings. We're gonna get the same card. He's gonna be able to sit through the animation this time. Yeah, I want to get that Toucannon. Oh, there we go. Toucannon, 140. Beak Blast. 2 energy. Flip a coin if heads. Your opponent. That's pretty good. Flip the coin is questionable. Like, you're already asking for a lot of RNG to get to Toucannon. You know, with the rare candy. I'm assuming you're going to want rare candies. 2 energy attacker, which is good. 2 energy attackers are good. I mean, I actually think that's runnable. We could probably do a video on that. I just don't know. I mean, that's pretty good, actually. 80 damage is, like, on the line of where you want to be. Plus the chance for burn if they start, like, caping. You can get Solgaleo with burn. Actually, that seems pretty good. Maybe it could be like Toucannon plus, like, what's another good Pokemon? Well, you use any energy, right? What's another good basic Pokemon? It could be like Toucannon plus Skarmory. Toucannon plus Orikoro. Another Toucannon. So we got enough for the deck, actually. That's good. Yeah, Toucannon plus Orikoro might be decent. You just block out EXs and come in for the big Beak Blast. Who else is good that's just a regular Pokemon? Greninja. We're going to want to use our rare candies. Crabrawler. Toucannon Delmise? No. Delmise is so not good. I can't think of any way to make Delmise work. I wish it was like 4 energy and a super strong attack. Or like 1 energy. Like 4 with like superior would be cool, I guess. But I don't know how to make it work. It's going to have to be like Delmise is kind of just there. Another cool thing is, I'm thinking this now, we could use Solgaleo deck. Now that we did the mission where we, you know, didn't use the X's. And then I'll get this done super fast. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take a Solgaleo deck. Hopefully we can get like a turn, like 3 win. Yeah, and the leaf didn't count against us. For the rare cards. But Pokemon with art do. I remember with the Palmon event. I used like a full art Pokemon, and it was like a basic or something, and it counted against that mission, which was a little bit annoying. Of course we don't get Skarmory to start. Oh, yeah, so Vulpix has Call Forth Cold, so yeah, it's 1 energy. The idea is like 1 energy. Use that, turn 2, come out, but still 60 damage is not great even with that. I mean, what's nice here is we can Skarmory and teleport, but we don't have Professor's research. We don't have anything on the bottom, which is pretty unfortunate. Yeah, because I would like to get like Solgaleo out and win, right? Abominable. Yeah, we're lucky this Alolan Ninetails is not good. But we're unlucky because look how cool that art is. That's like one of the best arts in the game, and it's not like a useless card. I can't even think of how this card would ever get use. Like, think about Lurantis, right? Lurantis is kind of similar. Being a stage 1 that does spread damage, but the value of the card comes from the spread damage, right? So it's way better to have, like, Lurantis, who only does 20 to everyone, but is 1 energy. That being 3 energy, and you're getting 60, you're basically getting 60 damage. It's not even 60, it's really 40, because it's 20 to everyone. It's 40 damage. You're getting 20 damage per energy on Ninetails, which is, like, not great at all. Skarmory gets 50 damage and energy. Solgaleo gets, 65, or I guess it's 60, because he does 120. 60 damage per energy. Even Carbolimal gets 40. Plus, I guess we'll split the 80. You get, like... I don't know if you can split the 80, actually. I was going to say 80 per energy, but that... I don't know if that's true. I feel like it's... Like, I know, like, math-wise it's 80 with a second attack, but you never... I think you kind of have to spread the chance of getting a second attack. I think it would be, like, 40... I think you could say 60 damage per energy. I don't know, it actually seems high, too. Because, I mean, I guess you're, like, right here, he's going to get the 80 damage. So I guess we're going to learn really quick if it's... We're about to learn if it's really the 80 damage, right? Yeah, but you're really getting... For 2 extra energy, you're getting 40 damage. That does not seem great at all to me. I don't know about you guys. I mean, I'm glad they put a Alolan Ninetales in the game. I'll leave it at that. I'm like going on a rant against a Alolan Ninetales. I never even used it, but I haven't used it for a reason. But I'm back on the rant. Yeah, hope we get like an Alolan Ninetales EX and an Alolan Executor EX. Those are like the 2 I really want. I want to get Rare Candy here. Luckily we got Solgaleo. Yeah, I mean, obviously we can't really win without getting Rare Candy, but we do have Red. So if we do get Rare Candy, we can Rare Candy Solgaleo, knock this one out. The other one will come in, we can Red him. Knock him out on one shot because he's weak to Steel. Yeah, so just hopefully we get Rare Candy here, or else we lose, I guess. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. It's not over. Yeah, a nice little win coming up here. I can feel it now. As long as we don't get, like, Sabrina. Actually, he can't even knock us out in one hit with any Pokemon, even if he does have Sabrina. Because, like I said, Carbolimal doesn't even get the chance to win. He just 40 and then 120 next time. Which is okay. It's not even, I'm saying like 120 to 120 combo is 40 plus 40. It's 40 this turn and then 80 on the next one. It's, yeah. I don't think Carbolimal is good at all. Yeah, like I said, we just Red and win. Yeah, so pretty cool event. We did the expert version. Yeah, I recommend... So follow this deck. I'm going to put the good deck on the left. I'm not going to put the Solgaleo deck up. Because I have a Solgaleo video. Feel free to go watch that for that deck. But I think it's more important that you guys have the basic deck without EXs to do the missions initially. And then you can come back with pretty much any deck. I think the other one probably got it done faster here anyway. It's probably close. Yeah. This deck. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this on the left side of the video. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on